around with it, inshallah. Here we go. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay. It's only me, nobody else. We're just practicing this, inshallah, on our YouTube channel. So I can't see comments anywhere. There's nobody who's joined me just yet, so that should be okay. But I'm not sure where I see comments. Assalamu alaikum, anybody who's joined. Can somebody comment something just to see if I can see where comments pop up? I'm going to my own YouTube channel, inshallah, to see myself live. Oh yeah, cool. I can see myself in all my glory. Oi, get off. Rubbish. Oh, Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad Mahar. How are you today? I don't know why I've got headphones on. It's only me talking. Actually, no. I'll keep them on because just in case there might be any echo or anything like that. Okay, cool, awesome. So I'm actually doing this live stream as a test. On Saturday, we're going to be doing like a bigger live stream across all of Arabic Unlocked platforms as well as my YouTube channel here. We're going to be doing a live Q&A about our up-and-coming Arabic in 60 steps. Cut that out if we could. It's live, so we can't. But no, on our Quranic Arabic Unlocked intensive, inshallah, that we have coming up. So we're doing a live Q&A on that on Saturday. So I'm just practicing using this software. So I can see comments here, but when we're streaming to like 15 platforms, I'm not sure what comments I'll see here. So we'll need to see about that. Alhamdulillah, Muhammad Mahar, I'm very well, alhamdulillah, can't complain. It's been very, very busy at the moment. Things have been very, very busy on my end, but alhamdulillah, I'm grateful for it. Been very, very busy on my own personal Sam of Somalia channel. I've been talking about my life here in Somalia, and that channel is doing really well. And that I'm really, really excited about that channel. And then as well, yeah, of course, really excited about what we're doing here at Arabic Unlocked as well. And the stuff that we're doing on this channel as well, actually, on the Arabic with Sam channel. It's all exciting stuff, alhamdulillah. People seem to be liking the cartoon walkthroughs, the stories of the Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam as well. I've just recorded episode 4 of that, so we should be consistent with that. Actually, you haven't even seen episode 3 yet. I've scheduled it for Sunday. So yes, we've got 2 more episodes in the pipeline for that, already recorded, so we should be able to keep up the consistency with that. Episode 3 of the cartoons came out on Tuesday, didn't it? Yesterday. But I'm about to record episode 4 as well, so we'll keep up the consistency on that, inshallah. So that's good, alhamdulillah. It's exciting. All the stuff's been going well. Who's here? I've had comments from Zain. Wa alaikum salam, Zain. How you doing, my brother? And from Muhammad. We've got 6 people here. Allahu Akbar. We've got 6 people. How are you all doing today? You know, sometimes we take for granted people jumping on something live like this to come and hang out. But if you had 6 people together around a table in a coffee shop, it'd feel like quite a lot. It'd feel like you've got a good crowd there. Wa alaikum salam, the data dude. How you doing, my brother? Yeah, it'd feel like you've got a decent group. If you imagine you're at Starbucks or whatever, or at Costa, and you're sat around a little coffee table, and there's 6 of you or 7 of you, including me. It's a decent little group, alhamdulillah. SubhanAllah, it makes you think about the actual size of some of our audiences sometimes. People like myself who have platforms stuff have a tendency to sort of think little of it. But when you've got like 1,000 subscribers, if you've got 1,000 subscribers, you imagine having 1,000 people in front of you who are saying, yeah, we want more of that. Whatever it is that you do. That's all a subscribe really means, isn't it? Like if people subscribe, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to watch everything you do, but it does mean that they've said, yeah, we want more of you in some way. And to have 1,000 people say that is a really big deal. And having said that, 2 of you decided to dip whilst I was just saying how special it was and how cool it was that some of you were here. So the 2 of you are left. Good riddance. No, I'm kidding. Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, akhi. Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. I can't complain. So just for me to kind of clarify, some of you have joined why we're here. I'm just doing a practice stream, checking out the quality, seeing if I can see the comments. If I'm streaming on multiple platforms, I'm not 100% sure if I can see the comments on all platforms. but maybe we can. It's something for us to find out. But if we need to figure it out on the day, it's no problem. Yeah, but what we'll do now, I just thought I'd come on, I'd test out the software that we're using, because we're using one software that integrates all of our platforms, Arabic Unlocked. Yeah, and Arabic with Sam as well. Whereas if I was to do that without this software, I'd need to have like phones set up for all of them. So we're just testing it at the moment. We're testing it out. Yeah. Inshallah. Jazakallah khair, Muhammad Maher, for sticking around. Jazakallah khairan. You haven't bounced on me. It's rude. Imagine we're at our coffee table, having a coffee together, and two of you just sort of just stand up and just walk off. Like, that's the equivalent. That's the equivalent in a way, when you try to tune into a live stream and you just say, forget it, it's not worth sticking around here. No, it's not like that at all. I know it's not like that at all. It's just me thinking that in my head. So I actually use StreamYard already. Yeah, I use StreamYard. Yeah, it's cool. I actually use it as a recording software for my podcasts and stuff when I have guests, because it is higher quality really than what I tend to get from Zoom and stuff like that. Because it's actually for that. It's actually for like live streaming podcasts and stuff. So I actually have StreamYard, although I'm not sure if their free plan can do a live stream to multiple platforms at the same time. Although, as you're saying, yeah, maybe it can. I'm not sure. But at Arabic Unlocked, we already have this platform set up. It's something called Wave. We already have it. Like it's an Arabic Unlocked thing. But for my own stuff, for the Arabic with Sam podcast and stuff like that, I have StreamYard. Yeah, we use it for the podcast that I did with Rashid. I don't know if you watched that, but that was done through StreamYard. Yeah, it's really good. A guy who helps me with my YouTube channel is a brother called Ben Iqra. Ben, he's the one who first introduced me to StreamYard. He said it'd be a good idea if you're going to do more live stuff, you're going to do host podcast guests and stuff like that. It'd be a good idea. Should we learn some Arabic? Should we do something together? What should we do? No, I don't. I've literally just recorded an episode of the story of Yusuf alayhi salam, so I don't want to give away anything that we did in there. So I'll think of something else that we can do. Let's just do like one little ayah. Let's just do one little ayah. So, oh, mashallah, mashallah. Yeah, Ben Iqra, really, really good brother, mashallah. The amount he's helped me. Go to my Sam of Somalia channel and look at my most recent thumbnail. He did that thumbnail for me. And in fact, the two thumbnails before that, he didn't do them for me, but he advised me on them because I had done thumbnails before and I sent them to him and I was like, I've just done these thumbnails, these videos I've got coming out. It was like, they're rubbish. He just gives it to me. It was like, they're terrible. Don't do that. It's embarrassing, if anything. And then he was like, just do this other thing. Gave me some ideas. And, that other video, that first one has done 124,000 views. That first one. The next one's done over 70,000. And the most recent one has done over 40,000 in like a couple of days. So yeah, Ben Iqra not only is a very, very nice brother, but he's also very talented as well at what he does, mashallah. Yeah. How would you advise someone who is learning Arabic mufradat in terms of but living in a country where Muslims are very far away from Arabic conversation? So you mean like you're living in a country where the Muslims don't tend to speak the Arabic language? So what you do, there's a few things that I like. So I really like self-talk. I'm a big fan of just like collecting the vocab that you need and having a conversation with yourself. Not many people are mad enough to do that or to take it seriously, but I like to get really visual in my mind on what I want to sound like and the kinds of things I want to say in said language and get used to speaking it to myself. Like ultimately, there really is no substitute for having Arabic conversations with people. Maybe I'd recommend going to italki and stuff. Like you can, in fact, one of my Arabic teachers, Mohammed, who's originally from Syria, he's on there as well. I can send you, if you don't use italki already, I can send you a link to it, inshallah, because I think I can get you like $20 off or something, because they used to sponsor me, so I've got a link where I can get you like $10 or whatever, $20, whatever it is off, inshallah, if you do want to do that. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Shahid or Shaheed. I'm not sure which one you are. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Bintul Usud. I'm assuming that name is. Al-Usud. Usud is a plural of Asad. Asad, as in our CEO, Arabic Unlocked, actually, Asad Mas'ud. But no, Asad means a lion. Its plural is Usud. I remember marking Arabic GCSE exams, and in the GCSE exam, they'd use the plural of Usud, of Asad, although that might be Aswad. I'm not sure. I know Aswad is a name as well. So this is the point, though. The GCSE exam, to try to trick the students, it was like a question on like types of big cats in a zoo or something like that, and it used the term al-usud to mean lions. But of course, people who see it without the harakat and think it says aswad, they might think it means like black panthers. Yeah, so it's kind of cheeky. But the plural of asad is usud. Sorry, my boss has just messaged me, so. Okay, my boss has sent me something that I don't understand right now, but I'll look at that in a minute. All right, guys, can you give me a second? I can hear my little boy crying, so I'm just gonna go and make sure that he's not, I don't know, fighting someone or whatever. I'll be back in a second. Okay, Jazakallah khairan, Muhammad. Yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, so I was just blabbering about how al-usud and al-aswad are spelled the same. Without the harakat, they're spelled the same. There's no way of knowing, unless you had context somehow. I'm not muted anymore. I just had another comment. Let me know if you can hear me now, though. I'll try to speak a bit louder. I'm definitely not muted, though. So, yeah, there's another question. When are you visiting the UK? Don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any plans really to go back to the UK. I mean, my sister's getting married in September, so maybe I'll go to the UK. Well, I will go to the UK inshallah when she's getting married, but that's next September. I mean, that's a long way away, even for white people. That's a long way away, isn't it? So, but yeah, my sister's getting married next September. But I mean, other than that, like I don't know. I don't have like a. I miss my family and stuff, and like there's loads of things about the UK that I really love. But I don't have like a great desire to go back. Really, I really love my life in Somalia. Like I don't feel like a massive need to to go back anytime soon. Really, although saying that, sometimes I feel like I'd really just like one drizzly, wet, rainy England day. Just one. Like I don't like. Let's face it. Yeah, you guys in the UK, you're staring down the barrel of 9 months of winter now. Like that's really the situation in the UK. Like the winters are long. It's in theory it's 3 months, but it ain't. You're getting winter until about April, if we're being realistic with ourselves. but like, but I just like one of those days really, because here in Somalia it's hot every day. Like in Somalia, it's 29 degrees every day. Very little variation. Like it rains. It rains. Alhamdulillah, we get rain, and it's a nice bit of relief when we get rain. And when you're actually outside, there's loads of breeze and stuff. Like it's perfect weather when you're outside, but when you're inside, especially if you live in a kind of a building that holds the heat, like mine does. These are all concrete walls and stuff, and concrete ceilings, and it really holds the heat, and we get hot inside. But I don't know. Sometimes, like when I'm sat in my office, I think tonight I'd really love just to sit in my mum's kitchen or my dad's place and have a curry when it's raining outside and it's dark at 3:30, just once, right? I feel some nostalgia about that because we don't have curries here either. Um, yeah, yeah, we don't really have curries in Somalia. Like here in the city, we've got other takeaways. Like you can get chicken and chips. You can get Yemeni food. There's a Yemeni restaurant. I believe it's in Hamarweyne. It's in that sort of area. There are other types of restaurants. There's an Ethiopian restaurant, but yeah, um, yeah. Sorry, I was just reading a message. Um, yeah, at least April winter goes all the way until July. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, it depends a little bit on where in the country you are as well. Growing up in Cornwall, like we kind of had 2 summers. We had like a summer in April and a summer in September, and then like a rainy season, like May, June, July. Really strange. Yeah, like pretty predictable every year. Like people who came on the summer holidays and stuff to Cornwall, they'd often get rain when they came in June and July. But then I remember going when we went back to school in September, we had beautiful weather. Like it was always sunny right through the whole of September until like, early to mid October. But then also we had like a really nice spring before we broke up for the summer holidays as well. Yeah, like April, May were always really nice. Yeah, really weird in Cornwall, but yeah, alhamdulillah. So yeah, I don't know. Even though we complain about it when we're in the UK, when you don't have it, I don't know. There's something nice about actually getting legitimate seasons. It's something that I actually really like about Turkey. Um, I've never been, but like I like about the idea of Turkey. It seems like in Turkey they get 4 really clear seasons. Like they really get like a cold winter with that regularly snows, and they get a hot summer with predictable sunshine. And um, there's lots of countries that really have that. Even in Palestine, I remember when I was studying in Palestine as well, we had like very, very recognizable, clear seasons, like a hot, sunny summer, and then like a what is it next autumn, and then like a very, very recognizable autumn where you know the trees turn red and and then winter comes and you get snow. We had loads of snow in Palestine. I remember we had about a meter of snow in December. It's when we were supposed to be going back to the UK for our holiday during December, and like we had huge amounts of snow. It was so cold because there the houses aren't even built for the cold. The houses are all built for the summer. So you've got like these houses that are just not built for it. Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, the whole point of this live stream was really just for me to check out using Wave. But I'll be back for a much bigger live. We'll probably do an hour or two, maybe on Saturday. And the Saturday one will be all about our intensive program we have coming up, inshallah. Is that true about Egypt, subhanAllah? In Egypt, it's scorching hot March to October. I mean, I've been in Egypt in the summer holidays, like June, July, August, and it was really hot. Yeah, and then freezing. I don't, where in Egypt gets freezing? I do like, yeah. I've not heard of anybody telling me about getting like snow in Egypt or it being like that. But that's interesting. Maybe you do. I mean, in terms of like whatever it is, like latitude or whatever, Egypt isn't a lot different to Palestine. It's not a lot different. A little bit further south. Well, I mean, if you went to Upper Egypt, you could go much further south. But I mean, typically the cities you go and study in, Al Qahira and Iskandariya, typically are not a massive, massive latitude difference. So maybe, but not here in Somalia. Pros and cons though of that. Something I've mentioned previously that I really love about Somalia is that the length of the days are all the same. Like in the UK, that like Fajr at 2 a.m. None of that in Somalia. No 1:30 in the morning suhoor in Ramadan. There's none of that in Somalia. So Fajr is exactly the same time every day, about 5:30 every day. Yeah, Dhuhr is about exactly the same time, about midday. Yeah, Asr about 3:15, Maghrib about 6, Isha about 7:30, 7:15. It's always the same. It really doesn't. Yeah. Subhanallah, I had no idea that Egypt got that cold. Like, I wasn't aware that Egypt even got cold enough to, like, well, I was going to say even got cold enough to wear a jumper, but, like, for white people, it probably doesn't. Subhanallah. I remember, yeah, growing up in Cornwall, if it got above, like, maybe 10 degrees or something, we'd be in, like, shorts and t-shirt. It'd be like, we'll go to the beach if it's, like, 12 degrees or something. Subhanallah, we'd be in flip-flops as soon as we possibly could, you know. If there's a chance to feel like a tourist, then we will be in shorts and t-shirt. بريسيو هلب ما جاء شيء بريسيو هلب ما جاء لها. Yeah. Oh, subhanallah, yeah. For your first Ramadan, I remember when I first embraced Islam, my first Ramadan was the whole of August, back in like 2010. That was my first Ramadan. So yeah, that was my first introduction to Ramadan. I'd only been Muslim for like a few weeks or whatever. Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. I became a Muslim when I just missed Ramadan, so I had like a whole year of iman building, and then my first Ramadan, yeah, was August. Yeah. So yeah, some of those, yeah, are a mushkila. I remember in that summer, I was working in this cafe, and I was finishing my shift like 9:30. So I had the chef there make me a veggie burger, so I can have my iftar just straight after my shift. Yeah. Have you studied Jahili poetry? No, not really. Yeah, we had a Somali comment from Muhammad. Baris just means rice, baris, and hilib is meat, but they don't use that for chicken. They don't use it for chicken. Like in English, when we say meat, it could mean like the flesh of like any animal other than fish. And chicken is a type of meat in English, but but it just means dark meats in Somali. Hilib, but it can be any of them. It can be hilib lo, hilib gil, hilib riad, hilib ari. It can be any of those, like hilib lot, like a beef, hilib eri, like goat, hilib gale, it can be camel meat, it can be a hilib of any of those kinds. Yeah. I wondered if it had anything to do with halib, but it doesn't. Halib is milk. It doesn't have anything to do. Then it's not even the right hat anyway. Hi from Iran. What's up, Iran? How you doing, Iran? All right, guys, I've got a call to jump on to 1:30, inshallah, so I'd best go. But thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure to have a chat with you guys a little bit. And yeah, come back Saturday, 1 p.m. UK time, inshallah. We'll do a bigger kind of live Q&A about the intensive program, inshallah. Cool. So until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi